Hey, what's up everybody? YGOPro for you, and we got some more YGOPro replays. Last time we did the rock stun. This time I thought, let's see, what do I want to go with? How about some psychic plants? So we got versus bad evil swarms, versus bounty boxers, and versus Nicoloth. How about I start off with the Nicoloth? All three of them are pretty short duels in my opinion. Of course, in my opinion, it doesn't matter considering I may not remember all the stuff. But I remember this duel actually completely shut down his entire deck. Which is hilarious. He drew pretty decently okay, I guess, but I have a bomb to finish chain. He does something on this mind 2000 and I finish chain it knowing that it's a ritual deck. Don't really know what kind of ritual deck it is, but I don't really want him to get the deck fitting and allow him to go off. At the merge teleport plus Psychic Jumper and a Dark Hole, I get another Phoenix Chain, I have a bottomless face down. I go for Psychic Jumper, Mercy Teleport, and I'm going to go for Screen Psychic Witch, and I'm going to go ahead and sync up into the Fury Beast to shut down his deck pretty much, we can't really make any ritual summons whatsoever, and I have another Phoenix Chain to set to protect my Naturia Beast. I got first one Beast against like Nicoloth is just so good. Wait, whoa, hello? Miracle Synchro Fusion. I have to see now. What do we got? Holy shit! Oh, okay, I like that. I think that's pretty interesting there. I kind of want to try that out now. I kind of want to try that out. Come on, now. So you get exchange effect activates and finishing that, saying no, you do not allow that. You shall not pass. You do not pass code. You do not collect $200. You don't get that. Purpose of right. Snap Derby says, you know what? Screw you. I'm gonna mill two horrible cards. Horrible mills. I don't really want that mill, but you know I was able to negate that shit. Get my Lone Fire Blossom. We're going to summon my Blossom. Use effect. JPD go for another Blossom. There's pretty much deck to my deck here. And I'm going to send and special my Glow Bulb and defense mode. And I'm going to attack into the Ishiki Chain. I'm just kind of deck hitting. Maybe trying to go for a Barking Lock. Naturia Beast Barking Lock if I possibly can. Gets in the Cloth Exo Mirror. And in his turn, it can't really do anything. Since the biggest problem that I've seen with the Nicoloths is the fact that if you don't have like the exact amount, you can't summon them, which is the only bad side to the deck. But other than that, Nicoloths is fucking stupid. Oh my god, it's really dumb. I'm not the biggest fan of the deck personally, but you know, oh well. You know, you're not gonna like every single deck. I'm just saying. So negate is ritual spell. Nicoloth you're gonna activate, adding it back to his hand, and he's gonna set his caster spirit or caster Shrit. And that's all it's going to do. So I'm going to flip up my Dandelion, summon up. I'm going to use Spore's effect, actually, especially with Spore. And I'm going to go for the Black Rose Dragon. I'm kind of going off here with my deck, which is really, really awesome. I'm doing more than I really need to. But I'm kind of showcasing what the deck can actually do. Go for Formula. Formula effect lets me draw a card. I have Black Rose Dragon effect. Banish that. Flip that attack mode. Bulb effect. I sent the warning. Sync up. Go for Starduck Spark Dragon. Relocked effect. Send to special summon the Black Rose back to the field, and then just pretty much kind of go off and just kill him. Pretty much beyond overkill there. If I had Stardust Dragon, I'm probably going to go in for Shooting Star, which I don't play because of Stardust Spark. So we're going to go against Bad Evil Swarms, because this was a pretty bad Evil Swarm deck. I want to say the Boxers for last, because that was probably the most hilarious tool I've ever had against Boxers. But yeah, it's pretty bad Evil Swarms. He's playing the Evil Swarm Phrase. Anytime I pronounce it, and I have a pretty good first turn hand. Double Crank is not too bad. I have the Compulse, and I have the Serene Psychic Witch. Summons up his Thunderbird, which is an annoying card. I don't know why he just didn't attack, because he could just get out of dodge. Anyway, so I'm going to flip a Serene Psychic Witch, sync up for the Armadas. Armadas is going to go ahead and attack into his Evil from Thunderbird. Can't use the effect because Armadas says no, and yeah, that's just kind of how it goes there. So he does the Dark Hole, which I believe he does end up playing the Dark Hole right now because he has no choice. Sets his Evil Swarm Obliviwisp. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I got a Lone Fire Blossom. I'm going to send out a Crank effect, and I'm going to special my Serene Psychic Witch to the field. I'm going to exceed into my Ghost Trick Alucard effect. I'm going to pop his monster, and I'm going to go attack for 1800. I didn't feel the need to really pop the backward. I felt like the face down with the monster was a little more of a threat possibly since he was playing, I guess, Evil Swarms in a sense. I kind of want to see what it was. But it's got two Dark Bribes. I'm going to Compulse the Karkion, and now it's going to Dark Bribe my Compulse, which really stinks because now I'm in a bad situation. Because now he can just go for Evil Swarm Ophion and just kind of wreck my day because this deck, of course, doesn't like Ophion whatsoever. So there's no Ophion. Doesn't use the effect because now we know he has to infect the Infestation Pandemic in his hand. But it's not too bad for me because I do have the Debris Dragon. I have Emergency Teleport, so I'm going to crane effect, summon Serene Psychic Witch. And I'm actually Emergency Teleport, summon up my Psychic Jumper. Jumper effect! You can have that Ophion. You can have this. I'll take your Ophion, I don't mind. And I'm going to attack Serene Psychic Witch with my Ophion now. Which effect, I send the Clerk to Grave, Banish Clerk, attack for 300s. And then I don't sync up. I probably should have, and just gone for, like, Beast. I don't know why I did. That was kind of a dumb move on my part. I think what I may be thinking was, like, oh, next turn I go for an 8, but forgetting that he gets banished. I don't know what I was thinking there, but either way, he surrenders because he can't really do much to my Ophion now. So, final replays against Battling Boxers. I haven't fiddled with this deck in quite some time. I need to get back to Boxers. But it's the variant I sort of used at one point in time, using the Blue Mount Butterspy, which is not all that good in reality. It's kind of lackluster and limited. It's a good card, but it's not really good for Boxer-wise. But it's in the Switch Hitter, Blue Mount Butterspy effect. Now, he doesn't go for the basic level of chain play, which he really could have set up for Yoke extremely easy. But we're going to have some pretty funny times here. Because I banished the Jumper. I don't know why, but I lucked out and was able to get a Silent Psychic Wizard. Summon the Wizard effect, I banish Serene Witch. Jumper's effect, pay 1,000. I take your 79 and you take my Wizard. Wizard effect, summon Serene Psychic Witch in attack mode, and attack for 1,400 points of damage. Mine is pretty good, but he does have the Bailout, and Bailout can regain the 1,400, so I just dealt to him, so it's not going to affect him all too much. He gets another Balin, goes from Rhoda, adds the Switcher to his hand, summons up Headgear, and he's going to send the Glash out to the grave, and goes for the Yoke, and it's going to go ahead and attack into my Psychic Jumper, which was a very similar move on his part, because now I can't take his monster, so good move on my opponent's part. But, unfortunately for him, I do have to redock so I can revive the Psychic Jumper anyway, which I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to want that delicious Yoke, because I love my Yokes. And see guys, look, I made a new deck. Psychic Boxers. Psychic Plant Boxers. New deck, next meta. Watch out for it. It's going to be tier 0, guys. Psychic Plant Boxers, remember it. Anyway. I literally have the Jumper now. I have his sister. I have the Yoke. He can't do anything much to me. Which effect, I summoned up my Esper Girl. Esper Girl effect, banish the top card. Now, my opponent made a misplay right here. A very bad misplay. Which I would definitely, you'll see in a second. Now, he goes for this Star Cestus. Which, again, was a pretty bad misplay. Now, what he should have done was, he had Switch Hitter and Glassjaw. What he should have done was attack the Esper Girl with Switch Hitter. I would have gotten the card off of Esper Girl, and then attacked into my Psychic Jumper with the Glassjaw, meaning now my Jumper can't use the effect anymore. Meaning I can't snatch its monsters, and I have no way to revive since Redox is now in the graveyard. So, big misplay on my opponent's part. If I have a walking creature swap, kill it now. Especially if I'm playing a Psychic deck, because I can now Emergency Teleport, summon up a Serene Psychic Witch, use Jumper's effect, you can have my Witch, I'll take your Star Cestus, because, you know, I want Star Cestus. I set the Deep Prison, and I'm attacking with my Yoke. Which effect, I banished off my Razbelt, which was a pretty bad play on my part. Really was. But, oh well. As I'm trying to go for Game Emergency Teleport, especially on my second commander, and he now torrentials the board. And I will protect my Yoke, because Yoke is just too fucking good not to have. I'd rather have the monster that can protect himself and gain attack, other than the other two. So you get the Warriors in Life, which is a very, very good card. I get, which effect, I summoned up my Raspberry in defense mode. And Warriors in Life is a card I haven't seen in the deck in quite some time, but Battling Boxer Spirit and Soul Charge are just better cards, in my opinion, for Boxers. But in that case of time, it actually worked, but I do get the Deep Prison off, and this is where I believe he does surrender, because he can't really do anything to my Yoke plus my Rise Belt. Get the Regeki, and I'm just gonna, you know what, I could be cheeky with 800, but you know what, I'm gonna kill him with his own monster, with the Battling Boxer. So yeah, guys, that was, Psychic Plant Boxers. The deck is OP as shit. No, I'm gonna stop that. But anyway, it was really good duel. My opponent did make some misplays, like not attacking the Jumper when he really had the chance, and like would sort of set me back. But again, that just I don't know why you didn't do that. But anyway, that's it for Psychic Plan. So the other two decks we have is King Feet and the Neckcloths. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video when we do one of those two decks.